everybody. I was going to go on here today and do a health tip. I was going to do a little video on that, but I'm going to put that off and do that tomorrow because, and this is actually a health tip too, I guess. It's just more information for you. And I'm having to use my tablet and it's got terrible, I look really fuzzy. Maybe I don't look fuzzy to y'all, I don't know. But on my phone, it's not fuzzy like this. But I have to use my phone because I have a text here I have to read. And I actually got a text from a friend that's a school teacher, and she said, they gave out these to every one of us. And, hey, Dad, she said, they gave out one of these to every one of us, and I didn't know if you were aware of this, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew that what you're doing is possibly illegal or that you could get in trouble for this. So I messaged her, and I assured her, no, I'm not doing anything illegal. Everything is fine. But I wanted to go ahead and give this information to you because if she received this, and I'm assuming a lot of state employees have received this. If you work in the school system, then you have probably received this. And this is what I would call misinformation. And so I want to just make sure that you understand what we're dealing with here and the facts, because I like to deal with facts. And if people are getting misinformation, they need to know the truth. And this is old information. And it is also, some of it is just wrong. So I just want to read this to you. And if you are a teacher or a school bus driver really is what they sent these out to. And then the schools then submitted them over to teachers and things like, hey, look what the bus drivers got. So I just wanted to let you know, this is what is out here in our state of Alabama. And this is what we are dealing with that is not really even necessarily, I guess you'd say, truth. I hate to say they're lying necessarily, but it's kind of putting maybe a fear factor on there or something. So I'm going to read this to you, and it's really small print, so I'm going to have to take my glasses off, and it's a little bit long. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to explain what we have going on here. It has recently come to our attention that there is a new product being sold in Alabama called CBD oil. From what we understand, CBD is illegal to be, and they have that in quotes, to be sold over the counter without a prescription in Alabama. But according to reports, CBD oil is a chemical extracted from the flowers and buds of hemp plant, a variety of cannabis, sativa, which is marijuana. Marijuana is also a variety. It has in parentheses, or in quotation. Yeah, I'm sorry, that one was in quotations. This is parentheses. The oil is being sold as a possible remedy for different ailments that people experience. Out of an abundance of caution, please advise your drivers they should not use CBD oil. This is highlighted and underlined. This product is not regulated by any government entity, which we're going to get into that in a minute. Therefore, it is possible that this product could contain amounts of THC, the compound that indicates marijuana use on a drug test. The use of CBD oil could cause someone to test positive for THC, marijuana, on a drug test. Also going to get into that in a minute. If this occurs, the use of over-the-counter CBD oil will not be accepted reason for a positive result. The following is what an MRO had to say about CBD oil. In both federal and non-federal drug testing, the use of CBD or medical marijuana would not be considered an alternative medical explanation for the positive test result. Medical marijuana and CBD, first of all, two different things. We'll get into that in a minute. Moreover, as Schedule I drugs, CBD is not considered a Schedule I drug. CBD and marijuana remain illegal at a federal level. While there are numerous states that allow CBD oil and various forms of marijuana usage, since federal regulations control drug testing, all results show CBD marijuana would be positive. You cannot test someone on a drug test for CBD. It's not possible. That drug test does not exist. You cannot know if someone is taking CBD. Also, the Farm Bill, which was signed back in November, and then also updated for Alabama in December, makes it legal at the federal level. There are some states that are still making it illegal, but as far as federal goes, it's legal. So that is old information. Sorry, I lost where I am. MROs are allowed to negate a positive CBD if the donor is enrolled in a federally approved clinical study. A company can also accept CBD/marijuana positive results if the company policy states the acceptance and if the company is not barred from doing so based on state law. As the laws and legal opinions concerning CBD/marijuana usage are ever changing, this policy is open to revision as needed in future. And then they have some links where you can go to. All right, so here's what I'm going to talk about. First of all, we have the hemp bill, or the farm bill, that made it legal for us to not only have hemp products, but also in Alabama, We now have hemp farms. We have opened that up in the last month where you can actually farm hemp in Alabama again. So obviously, it's okay. Hemp and marijuana, two very different things. They come from the same plant, but they have been grown differently. So hemp has a very low THC, a very high CBD. Marijuana has a very high THC and a very low CBD. You can get CBD oil without THC. Now, in this article, they're basically saying that even if you have CBD that has no THC, you can't verify that. That is no longer the case. We have now the U.S. Hemp Authority certification, which the company that I go through uses. HempWorks uses we are certified by the U.S. that we have that Hemp Authority seal. So they have proven we cannot sell our CBD oil to you without proving first that we have the correct amount of CBD and the correct amount of THC. Or in our products that we say, these are THC free, we can back those claims because we are under that U.S. Hemp Authority and they say, yep, they have passed these tests and yes, they are approved. They do not have THC in their product. They say they don't have THC, they don't have THC. Also, we have third-party lab tests. You can go and on our website, it's right there on the very front page. Scroll down to the bottom. We have it for the last couple of years. You can look back at every single one of our harvests and you can see how much CBD is in there and how much THC is in there. And if it's THC free, it does not have THC free. My brother-in-law is a driver, and if he has a wreck, then they will do a drug test on him to make sure he was not using drugs. And he went and got one of the drug tests from the pharmacy just to see if it would show up. And he double-checked it, and he had the THC-free CBD oil, and it did not come back with THC because how is it going to show up THC on a drug test if there's no THC there? So if you are afraid, if they have put fear into you that you cannot take CBD oil and you are a bus driver or you're working for the state, you can rest assured that there is nothing that's going to be able to prove that you're taking CBD oil. If it's THC free, there is no drug test that's going to say, yep, this person's on CBD, because it's not a drug. CBD is a superfood, and it is not going to get you high. There's nothing illegal about this food. It's a food, okay? It's a supplement like you would take vitamin C or zinc or vitamin D. Vitamin D is big. Everybody loves their vitamin D. You know, we are all so deficient because we all stay inside all the time now. Also, let's see, I'm going to go back and see. Oh, you can go to the U.S. drug centers, and on their website, it actually even states that you cannot be tested positive for THC if you take CBD THC free. Also, the company I go with, HempWorks, I'm trying to see if there was something else. There was something else about that. Yeah, you can get, if you go to another company, and they are not one of the 13, there's only 13 companies in the U.S., and they're not one of the 13 companies that is the U.S. Hemp Authority seal, if they're not certified by that, and you go out and you buy CBD oil, and they don't have third-party lab testing, and you can't tell how much is in there of THC or if it's zero THC, then yeah, there's a possibility you may not be getting what you think you're getting. So, that being said, if you decide you do want to take CBD oil, and especially if you work for the state and you're afraid that you might get drug testing, or if you work for anywhere that you think, just be careful what company you use. And so it's that simple. If you're going to try to be healthy and use this superfood and try to help your body feel well and help your homeostasis, help your body, all of your receptors in your body, that from your brain to your heart to your lungs, if you just want to have an overall well-being that's a good energy, because I have so much energy now, I cannot even tell you the list of things I just did this morning. It's amazing. Stuff that I never used to. I would have been like, oh, I don't want to get up on the step ladder and have to climb up there and do all that up there. I'll just leave it, and I'll just pile everything on the floor down here. All that kind of stuff, I have done 2-3 times as much today that I normally would have done in a normal day before I started taking CBD oil because I have so much energy. And I'm not giving that up because somebody is going to scare me and say, you can't take this. You can't feel good anymore. I'm not going to give that up. I'm not going to give up being able to be in public and around other people and not be overwhelmed by that. I want to be able to live my life. So if you are taking CBD oil and they have scared you, you can come talk to me about it. I'm more than happy to give you information. I'll put some links down at the bottom with the farm bill that shows that it's been legalized, and also the U.S. Hemp Authority. I'll show you that, of the seal on that, and I'll also show you, I think I can put maybe I can copy and paste one of our lab tests to show you one of those on there. And also, I can put on there a link for the government drug testing to show you that the U.S. Government Drug Testing Center, you can go to their website, says, no, you can't be tested positive for a drug that's not in your system. So if you're worried about that, just know that you can still take your CBD oil and you can still feel well without worrying about any kind of drug testing. If you have any questions for me, comments, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a fitness. I've got a little blurb I want to read y'all from one of my fitness books, but I don't have time today, so I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. So stay tuned tomorrow for a little information that I thought was pretty cool, and I'll share that with y'all tomorrow. So I'll see y'all then. Bye.